Libra, good morning. This is your weekly message with Sacred Spiritual Healer. Again, if you want a private reading, you can email me. I still have a couple slots open for next week. It's very good. It's true and precise messages, overall energy for the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine of Libra, please. Recent past, please. And the partner's recent past. Their career sector, please, Spirit. Their present energy. That they're dealing with this week. And the near future for the Librans that will be watching this channel. And their counterpart, their divine counterpart. Future. Okay. The Divine Feminine Librans and the Masculine Librans, okay? Daughter of Moon's, lasting Moon's daughter, rather. You're awakening, you're seeing with your third eye, your crown chakra's open, you're listening to your higher self more, and you just have, like, your third eye just pinged open all of a sudden. Number 11 card, and it's giving you that that almost a gleeful high vibration for the first time. For the masculines, fairies of the future, you're healing yourself as well, mirroring one another. This is where she too is, this fairy is listening to her higher self, but yet able to see her soul, all three of them. This is a number 33, body, mind, and soul present in one, and awareness of those separately but together. Very nice energy. You see here with the divine, you see there be like that funny look on its face and smirk on her face, because they just realized that they are the chosen one. They are starseed. Okay, that's not good. Recent past. Okay. So you've gone through a transformation, or going through transformation. You've looked at yourself in the mirror and seen that you were broken inside, that you needed to heal, but Spirit says don't put the pieces back together, and you realize that that was not the person you thought you were, not the person you wanted to be, but you see your part or responsibility of certain actions that you took in the past. Being transformed, that death, transformation, death of the soul and rebirth has brought you that higher being, that aha moment when you're no longer a zombie in the 3D realm. You're transformed to a higher vibrational being, And Spirit says with the Ace of Swords, this is truth, and in the recent past you have a new beginning, a new cycle, as you went through that rebirth. And your counterpart person in your life went through similar. Why? Because you mirror one another. You wanted, okay, sorry, Spirit saying start here. So, 10, an ending of things, self-sabotage. You turned your back to the self-sabotage, cutting things out that no longer serve you. You saw that you were being of devil energy. You couldn't get away from it. You felt the toxicity was tracking you down, trapping you. Not you, your counterpart, excuse me. But 9, and if there's cross watchers, that could be why I'm picking up that energy is you. 6 of drums, coins. This is about balance, give and take, equal balance, give and take. In the past, they finally seen and realized this. Both have gone through in the past transformation. Okay, let's look at the career sector. So you have the 4 of Cups, choices. And some of that toxicity was a 3-party situation that someone was in. Regarding choices and not wanting to decide, not wanting to choose the divine cup because they were clinging to the old cups. So perhaps these looked more attractive to them, but they were clinging to these while still keeping their eye on the divine cup, their option from the divine, so they were aware it was there, and the meaning of it. Choosing, this could be, since this is career sector, this could be love in the workplace. Remember in December we had a lot of that in these readings. So it could be that they met their divine counterpart in the workplace, or they have one divine choice for work, but they're not wanting to take the leap of faith forward and leave the toxic workplace. However that resonates for your situation. King of Cups, taking the higher ground, listening to their higher self about that decision, but knowing they have to fill their own cup first. Loving self, choosing the job that's for their highest good. No longer being a fish out of water, so that they're listening to their intuition so their ships can come in their new cycle. Also, 5 of Pentacles. Someone feels left out in the cold. For some, this is regarding that 3-party situation in the workplace. Like we said, they're building their pentacles in this tree, growing it, but there's 3 people here, and then down here there's 2 just picking breadcrumbs. So the side piece, shall we say, we're just receiving breadcrumbs from someone, and people realizing this, other people watching this go down, per se. Very emotional, kept emotions in toil, a lot of drama in the workplace, brought dark energy and toxicity into your life. You're the person you're dealing with. Or the person you were dealing with was the toxicity in your life. Wow. The same cards that we had for the other. Strong Sun Moon, 22. Social invitations, creative pursuits, and joy. About that transformation. Yes, people see you glow now. They see you transformed. And while others want to still be in your presence because they see you're shining brightly, but they cannot hold on. They can't take the brightness of your glow. And this again is 7, 8, 9, 10, an ending to the way you saw things before, the old partnerships, the new way of recognizing love, unconditional love for yourself first and others. Having that divine partnership that Spirit has brought you. Seeing the signs and synchronicities regarding that connection. You know the signs and synchronicities were all around you, and yet someone was ignoring them. And there's an ending to the ignoring because they can no longer ignore what was before their face. Okay, Turbo Clan, number 5, it's about to change. Number 5 here as well, change. 555 is all about divine changing things around in your life, moving the pieces of the puzzle, the chessboard, so that things line up in divine timing. Grounding, stay grounded, know that this is a steady, slow process, but all in divine timing. And solidity, ground yourself and be true to yourself. the silver bow, all about love, that divine love. Music to your ears, the harmony that brings, just hearing the person's, being in their presence. I'm hearing, perhaps you thought they were forbidden fruit, that they weren't for you, but you're finally seeing the signs and synchronicities from Spirit, knowing that this was meant to blossom. The Raven, keeper of secrets. Someone was keeping secrets regarding a third-party situation in the workplace. I feel like this is a repeat of December. Let's see. Someone thought that greener pastures were just over the next person, or you know, that they could just get to the greener grass being greener on the other side, greener pastures. They kept this string of lies going. They just kept weaving a string of lies, I'm hearing, because it's keeper of secrets. They weren't telling the truth. They weren't telling the whole truth. They were trying to hold things back. By holding things back and not speaking of them, they thought they weren't lying, but yet it was still secret, which is still a lie. Pentacle evocation. Yeah, a lot of storm. We're probably getting a tower moment in here somewhere, I'm sure, with these cards that are coming up. It says like another 5 card. It doesn't have a number on it, but the 5 points of the star, all the elements, the crows in the background with the stormy clouds, with the full moon, the lightning bolts, are all about change. Spirit's moving things around, shaking things up in a drastic way to bring you out of the toxicity, out of the cold. Okay, in your present energy, you coming across as the King of Pentacles, doing the work. This is nice energy. Yeah, because things change. Spirit's changing these things for you to line them up in divine timing. The King of Pentacles, you're building your pentacles. Beautiful. You're becoming more grounded, more solidified in your stability, your foundation of family life as well. And for a Knight of Pentacles, you're either making a peace offering or accepting a peace offering here. With the Knight of Pentacles coming in very slowly, not trying to take control of a situation or control a situation, but just coming in peacefully to communicate to the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, I feel like this is her accepting that peaceful offer that you're offering. And here again we have you with the King of Wands coming out with that, being a king in your communication regarding a divine connection. You have the lion and lioness here, a divine, right, very strong animal for the forest, for the jungle. Yeah. Okay, so in the near future for you, you're surrendering to Spirit regarding this connection, regarding harvest of what you've put your work into. Knight of Wands, 9 of Wands, my bad. Regarding communication, things that stood in your way, people blocking you, people that had too much naysayers. To me, in the background with these other wands, there's a lot of people telling you, whispering in your ear, saying, oh, that's not for you, don't do that, do this, you know, probably keeping you, bugging you, keeping you in the wrong direction, guiding you to the wrong direction. Now you're ready to, in the near future, surrendering to Spirit to say, I realize I was wrong, you know, and this is going to Spirit, not to someone else, just between you and Spirit, surrendering into soul purpose, into mission, ready to step it up. You've grown a backbone, you're ready to take your throne with the sword. This is someone cutting out the BS in their life and moving forward in the power they were bestowed with their birthright. Because it's time to bring in your harvest. This is the 7 of Pentacles, but growing the seeds and the things that you've grown, planted, are ready to come to fruition for you, for your highest good. Spirit is bringing that to you now that you surrender. And your counterparts, near future. Oh wow, look at that, you're mirroring a Page of Wands, You have 9 of Wands there. This is your counterpart, is the Page of Wands, bringing that message. And again, with the trees of fruit, bringing things to fruition regarding balance, mirroring one another. These trees are the same. And a new beginning, this Ace of Pentacles, that new beginning, grounded earth. It's an earth energy, listening to their intuition. And again, they too are in their power, cutting things out of their life, seeing things for what they are. And because of this deck, I had to merge them. Spirit wanted the 2 decks that were the same merged, so you have both the same cards. For those that are new and didn't, probably a week or so ago, Spirit directed me to merge the 2 decks together. So that's why you have 2 the same card. And that's probably why. Because we mirror one another with the divine connection. You might be, when you look in a mirror, you see the same person, but it's kind of like also opposite sides, right? So this side of you in the mirror is really, a different side of you. And needless to say, that's how your person may come across. Perhaps you think that they're not for you because, like here, you didn't think it was for you, maybe because you were so opposite, but they were the yin to your yang, they are the dark to your light, or vice versa. The polar opposite, thank you, Spirit. To bring together that lightning bolt of energy, that highest vibration that divine love can bring. Okay, let's give clarity to these cards. Into the near future. And the partner's near future. Thank you. Corn dance, Knight of Pentacles, or King of Pentacles, has corn dance. Number 3, body, mind, and soul, celebration. Regarding this grounded energy, you have corn stalks here in the background. A lot of corn, being earth. Pentacles is earth. Again, celebration regarding this new foundation that you have built with divine help. Don't forget, you didn't do it alone. 2 of Trebois, moving forward with partnership, because you're ready to move forward towards partnership. Knight of Pentacles, making this peace offering regarding that forward movement. The Page of Pentacles, don't mourn those things that you've had to walk away from. Don't mourn the things that are lost and not for you. Another 3 card. And King of Wands, excuse me, the joint effort, you, your divine counterpart in spirit. 3. You have 3 3s here. A divine number, body, mind, and soul. Know that this partnership is divinely protected. That you can't get away from it. Even if you're still want yourself or your counterpart is healing from toxicity, you're still moving away from it, then know that it will still come back around. Because what is divinely for you cannot be taken from you. We do have self-will that Spirit allows us to make choices. Sorry, I'm trying to talk while I pick up cards that I dropped. There. That were really out of my reach. Goodness, what a mess. So, I do have to shuffle these now though. So if you have earbuds in, you might want to remove them. For those that have sensitive hearing. Oh, I didn't get those. Sorry. Getting ahead of myself. In the near future, because when I channel, I sometimes not focusing on steps. Just going by guidance. Okay, number 4. Yes, in silence, you're surrendering to spirit because perhaps you had that moment of meditation or silence, gone within, listening to yourself. You've also received that aha moment here, right? Listening to your higher self, and realize now you have to surrender to spirit to find that soul purpose, your mission. And you've done that for your stability. And spirit is blessing you. Thunderbird, number 9, in near completion. But Thunderbird is not equal, it's 9, it's near completion, soaring above the storm. Regarding the lovers, with the King of Swords, number 6, equal give and take. I know I'm getting equal energy here somewhere. Regarding the lovers, this reminds me of someone playing a musical instrument for their counterpart. What's that called? Not wooing them. Serenade? I don't know. It just gets like somebody maybe in Italy that just gets that like serenade, like music where they play for their lover. So, Page of Wands, communication, have strength. This is the counterpart, having strength to bring this communication forward. And yes, there were many tears regarding this journey, and there may be many tears more. Perhaps they may communicate and someone may not accept it. Perhaps they're still in toxicity and not ready to move forward. But Spirit's saying number 7 is a very divine number. Have strength and take that step forward. Have strength and take your throne. Spirit has been giving many smoke signals, number 8, to balance you out, and you've been just ignoring them. Perhaps you've seen them, but then you don't realize or listen to within what that message meant for you. Case in point, I'm listening to, just side note, not channeled, I'm listening to signals that come. Right, yesterday morning, I had like 8 hawks flying all around my backyard, and no, they weren't trying to get my dogs. My dogs are very large. But that's my sister's first comment. Oh, they're trying to get the dogs. But, so I watched them, and then I was going to walk away, and all of a sudden I hear this crow go, I'm not going to try and make the sound, but it's like, they kept doing it in 3s, caw, 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 and then again, caw, caw, caw. Anyways, I look, and here it is right outside my fence, on a pile of dirt, just looking right at the house, and it wouldn't stop. The only crow. All these hawks all around, the only crow, and it wouldn't stop. Obviously, it's something, that was a sign or, whatever. So, I have to go within, right? You have to listen and ask her, okay, what are you trying to say? So, then I grabbed the dogs and we went for a walk in the woods to gain clarity, to be more grounded. So, okay. Ooh, you got your own card, Libra. Number 10, completion, balance, balancing things out. What did we say? That you have to go within, and we have balance somewhere else, I think. I don't remember where. Needless to say, balance. It's a Libra card, and it's I balance, and it's between the two. And this other counterpart has like a little cherub. It's an angel or wings. Know that this is a divine connection, and it's time for you to balance yourself out. Go out in nature and listen to Spirit's guidance. Listen to Spirit's messages for you. Oh, cool. We have a Virgo. I analyze. Yep, they overanalyze and are as slow as a turtle. No shame. Number 9, near completion. Virgo is very grounded, very intelligent, grounded energy, to Earth. So get grounded to Mother Earth, or this could be your counterpart being a Virgo. This could be you being a Virgo. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart. I have my moon rising is Libra, but I already do my reading, so these are not energies pertaining to me, because I do a reading for me before so that I don't pick up my messages from Spirit in your reading. That way, these are for the collective. All right. Saturn, number 6, truth. For some reason, someone was thinking they were for me then, and they are not. All right, Saturn. Number 6, balance. Be in truth. Be grounded in earth, right? Balance things out, balance self, but be in truth. Be true to you. Be true between you and Spirit, and be truthful as you move forward, regardless to what was going on in your life in past. You can change. It's a new beginning. You've been transformed. It's time to step into truth in everything you do. It doesn't mean, like I always say, you don't have to go announcing to the world. Like, churches will make you go up front and ask for forgiveness from the church, whatever it's called, congregation, because you've done something wrong. That's not what we're saying here. We're saying be in truth to you and Spirit. Grandfather Sky, Father Sky, yes. It says, and we got this with the general message, so if you didn't already watch the general message, there was a lot of pertinent information on that regarding healing Mother Earth and Father Sky. This is Grandfather Sky, healing. Again, know that things are really changing right now, that a lot of things, higher vibration, are causing damage to the atmosphere as well as to the earth. So Spirit wanted earlier, as part of that message earlier, was to plant trees to help not only filter the air, but to help the earth. And so Father Sky here is pleading, guiding you, but also pleading for you to step in your high vibration to help heal the earth and sky. Vision quest. Go out in nature and do a vision quest. Ask Spirit to give you the visions for your soul purpose, for your mission. You should be gaining clarity on that as well. Tribal spirit dance. Dance out in nature if you have to, when you're walking out in the woods or walking in your yard, going for a walk, just have more of a pep to your step. Dance. Alright, so what else? Oh, what do they need to work on? And last but not least, what you need to work on, aside from truth and earth and sky and everything else, right? Alright. Okay. So Spirit says, number 11 card here, all divine numbers, by the way, detach. Detach from things that were holding you back, things that were no longer giving you life, no longer bringing life to you. And, spread your wings and fly. You are an angel. You're an earth angel. Fertility, birthing a new beginning. For some of you, maybe you are fertile and going to birth a new child. However, this for me mostly is birthing that new beginning within you, a new you, but also fertility for birthing a new business, a new way of working, making your pentacles. Seek guidance and seek synchronicity from Spirit. When you see, again, with the birds here, are signs and synchronicities when you're in your environment. There's bringing you messages, and Spirit says, seek the answers. All right, so this is what I have for you, Libra, and I hope you have a blessed week.